A man with an idea, hopes and dreams, with the light of understanding at the Nitte Institute of Physiotherapy, Professor Dr. Ganesh Kumar K.
Of the dais, the invited faculties, the delegates from various health science institutions of across Karnataka and other states, universities. We have the privilege to address this welcome to this auspicious gathering, as we have all joined for a very unique, internationally accredited and a globally renowned program that is a hands-on workshop, a skill training and a skill augmentation module on this blood flow restrictions. It is a first time this kind of a workshop is organized as a part of our collegiate event and collegiate calendar. As we all know that the series of scientific updates of the temperament is quite essential to update our periodic knowledge and skills, and this is one of the platforms which we could identify the resource person from the global known platform, and we have made it, ladies and gentlemen, to welcome our beloved Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. M.S. Moditaya. He has taken the Vice Chancellor of our esteemed Nitte to be University, and he has served earlier in several positions as a Pro-Vice Chancellor of the University, the Registrar of the University, and he has also served our constituent institutions as a Director of Institute of Management, the Principal of NSAM First Grade College, and also he was a faculty of SDM College of Business Management. And to add his credits, he has several projects in terms of agriculture, the marketing, NABARD foundations, the banking and finance, various projects in terms of and to his achievements, many publications and many projects, and is also the invited guest faculty and visiting professor to various universities abroad, like University of Pennsylvania, Erasmus University in Netherlands, Mercury University Uganda, National University Philippines, and various other universities. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the honor to welcome on behalf of the entire organizing committee of this, our esteemed Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. M.S. Moditaya, to this gathering. We welcome you, sir. Clinic after his bachelor degree on his father T.D. Johnson's memorial, and he has trained across not only the physiotherapists, he has trained more than 800 the medical practitioners in terms of acupuncture, and is one of the work, the painless delivery by acupuncture, that was one of the most appreciated work as a skill, and he has various academic achievements in terms of acupuncture, bachelor degree and masters in physiotherapy. Along with that, his passion moved towards the acupuncture, where the PhD and MD in acupuncture he has achieved, and various the professional achievements in terms of the Holistic Society, the Wellness Society, the Society of Pain. So we have the honor of having Dr. Jim Daniel Johnson as a chief guest. On behalf of the organizing, we welcome you, sir. Today's a key person, the one and only, the resource person who is available at present at the scenario, the Indian, and proud to be announced that he is an Indian and who is training across the Asia Pacific. The last month he was in the Thailand Mahidol conferences. In the previous month he was in INTI, International University, Malaysia. So I think it's a proud moment among an Indian having one of the most accredited course, certified instructor known among, and we are proud to have Dr. Durga Pratap Ganeshan, the resource person to this gathering. We welcome you, sir.
Now request the dignitaries to kindly proceed for the lamp lighting ceremony. Is Dr. Jim Daniel Johnson. He has attained his PhD in acupuncture from Columbia, a well-known, impeccable personality in the field of physiotherapy. He has received a national award in acupuncture practice. We are indeed honored to have him as a chief guest for today's program. I now request Sir to address the gathering.
It's my pleasure and privilege to be part of this blood flow restriction training module. It's a first visit of mine to this campus, even though being in Mangalore for those many years. And I feel greatly honored by the invite extended to me by the organizing faculty of Nitte Institute of Physiotherapy. There is a solid bond between physiotherapy and muscles. As we know that high load resistance exercise training has shown to be the most successful means in improving muscle strength and obtaining muscle mastery. But in patients with chronic pains, arthritis, post-operative debilitator patients, these kinds of high load, high intensity resistance exercises may not be a clinically appropriate one. Similarly, in patients with diabetes, cancer, post-chemotherapy, COPD conditions, etc., they may not be able to tolerate to this high intensity loaded exercises. In this scenario, blood flow restriction technique, which combines low intensity exercises with blood flow occlusion, produces similar results to the high intensity training or exercise programs. BFR training was initially developed in Japan in the 1960s. It's also known as Kutsu training. It has been used in gymnasium settings for some time, but it is gaining popularity in clinical settings too. The aim of blood flow restriction training is to mimic the effects of high intensity exercises, but by recreating a hypoxic environment using a cuff. Since the outflow of blood is limited using cuff, capillary blood flow, which has low oxygen content, collects, and there is increase in protons and lactic acid. I mean to say that the same physiological adaptation to the muscle happens similar to the high load exercises or high intensity exercises. In fact, these were the information I gathered yesterday through browsing in Google from Physiopedia. And I think most of you all attending this workshop through the same media got this very basic information about BFRT. So here we are with Dr. Durga Pratap for the next 2 days. He will guide you all through the detailed physiology and hands-on training module on blood flow restriction technique. Now, attending these kinds of workshops not only improve our knowledge in the subject, but also opens new potential and opportunities in the clinical practice. I would like to illustrate my own life experience. I was a BPT student of one of the initial batches of Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences. And my senior and principal of Nitte Institute of Physiotherapy, Dr. Danesh Kumar KU, studied under Mangalore University. That time in Karnataka, PG courses in physiotherapy have not started at all, and there was hardly any certificate programs or courses or even hands-on workshops like today. After my second year of my classes, Dr. Danesh introduced me to a 5-day course program on medical acupuncture conducted by late Dr. L.N. Kothari at Sri Devi College of Physiotherapy. I do remember on the first day he dropped me to the venue. Indeed, that was a turning point in my clinical life as a medical acupuncturist. Whatever I am, that was the start point. So dear delegates, this 2-day workshop is just a start. Repeatedly do practice the skills you acquire here and work hard to make your clinical practice a success. Again, I would like to wish all the very best to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We are highly regarded to have amongst us the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Nitte deemed to be University, Professor Dr. L.S. Muritala. Sir is an anchor to the university. With his virtuous demeanor, he is an inspiration to us all. I now request Sir to address the gathering.
About how the delegates and from where all they have come, how you have selected and so on. I'm very happy that from all over the country delegates have come. My own physiotherapy teaching and non-teaching colleagues, of whom I'm very proud of, because in university administration we have a lot of pains. For all pains they don't have a solution, but whenever we think of them, for many pains they give a solution, not just physical therapy alone, even otherwise they cooperate with the university administration always. And Nitte Institute of Physiotherapy is one of the institutions, one of the constituent colleges of which I am very, very proud of. Professor Ganesh, the principal, Mr. Nitte Kumar, who is coordinating this event, and my dear, I believe some of the student friends are also here, and members of the press, and all the invitees. At the very outset, let me congratulate our Institute of Physiotherapy for organizing this event, because pushing the horizon of knowledge, the borders of the knowledge, being innovative and being proactive in organizing, introducing new things in the field, happening in the field to your professionals is one of the important responsibilities of a university. You all know that whether you are an individual or an organization or a nation for that matter, we all need to set ourselves in the journey of excellence. Starting from, if you start from the reverse end, I said the nation. You know that India is one country today nobody in the world can ignore. Whether it is because of the 1.45 billion plus population, or whether it is the kind of transformation that is taking place within the country in all the fields, whether it is science, whether it is technology, whether it is medicine, whether it is healthcare, whatever it is, whichever field for that matter, India today has found the rightful place, and I am sure for the next at least 20-25 years, the leading edge India would always have in this competitive environment. Similarly, the organizations make the country. A university like ours and an institution like physiotherapy has also a journey, the journey towards excellence. You all know that Nitte is a brand, Nitte is the name of a village from where with a small high school we started our journey. So from local we became, state level we started attracting students, and then we became the national level. And I must tell you, if you go by the accreditations and the rankings, okay, initially we were nowhere. Now for the last 7-8 years, thanks to the efforts of our colleagues, Nitte University is being consistently ranked as one of the top 100 universities among the nearly 1,200 plus universities of the country. Okay, which means at the national level, we are at the 66th position among 1,200 plus universities. But I was trying to explain to you the journey of Nitte, nurtured by our Chancellor, Honorable Chancellor Sri Vinay Hegde and all other people and colleagues like you, has been so interesting that from the national level this year, for the first time, among the nearly 35,000 universities of the world, Nitte University for the first time is ranked under Times Higher Education Global Ranking, and we are at the 1,501 plus position. Similarly, at the individual level also this should happen. If our university is move forward, if your country is to move forward, each one of us as professionals should push the boundary of our knowledge, be more innovative, be more proactive, and try to ensure that wherever you have an area of competence, you build on that. From competence, you move to distinctive competence. This is a very interesting journey. Now what should happen is all, especially the professionals, like we all belong to that category. See, we all are good in something, okay? Rather, I would say we are good in many things. But of all the things that you are good at, what is that you love most? What is that you are the best? And what is that you can use to address a felt need of the society or profession? And what is that for which that society will pay for you, because that is also important. These 4 things that you apply in your life. What is that? Number 1, as a professional, do you love what you are doing? That is the first question. Okay, I see all my physiotherapy colleagues are always happy and they are in smiles because they love what they are doing. The second question that I would like to ask you is, are you the best in your field? Okay. The third one, constantly ask yourself how you are being different among your professionals by addressing a felt need of your profession. Felt need would keep on changing. New ideas, new things that you want in your field. So what happens now? So the emerging felt needs. I was just as he said, Jim Daniel was telling you, last month I was in Japan. Incidentally, I can give a small professional lecture on your subject, because it so happened there was a program going on this and they invited me there. Okay, and they call it Katsu training or something like they call it. And they claimed that it originated from there. You know what we are discussing today, whatever it is. Now my point is, emerging such things would be emerging over a period of time. There would be someone who would be looking beyond the obvious. Hope you are with me. Normal things everybody does. Can you look beyond the obvious? Even when you sing, can you sing something like our friend did today, this morning? Okay? Now can you be? See, that's the professionalism. So can you look beyond the obvious and see the extraordinary? Can you think beyond the time? And some people might say you are irrelevant, you are mad. It's possible. Okay? Can you do that? And can you ensure that one of the competencies that you have, you make it a core competence? There is a difference between competence and core competence. Competence is a skill. Core competence is a skill that others can neither match nor imitate. Hope you are with me. I said core competence is something which others can neither match nor imitate. That means in acting something like Amitabh Bachchan. In singing I am using old names, something like Bhimsen Joshi. Okay? Others, even if they try to imitate, it may not be exactly matching that. So every professional, whether you are a singer, whether you are a physiotherapist or a management expert or whatever. Now what I want people to think is that there is a need for, from being ordinary, adding extra and becoming extraordinary and moving from competence to core competence. And if you have the core competence in a given area, automatically the world cannot ignore you. You know, if you have a core competence in a given area, you would be a Daniel, you would be our friend Pratap, Durga Pratap, nobody can ignore you. And what happens now? That core competence gives you a comparative advantage or a competitive advantage when compared to others. And as a result of that, this comparative or competitive advantage makes you distinctly different in a crowd. You put you anywhere, the people would recognize Daniel or our friend Durga Pratap. This is what will happen. The world will recognize you. So the best method of ensuring that the world recognizes you is set yourself on the professional journey of excellence. Move from competence to core competence to distinctive competence. And my wish and hope is that this very unique 2-day workshop that you are going to have, hands-on workshop that you are going to have, will make you open your eyes, will inspire you, will motivate you to find that distinctive competitive advantage for yourself and setting yourself on the journey of excellence. I wish you all the best. I thank and congratulate you.
The entire credit of conducting, organizing of today's workshop goes to our very own Mr. Nitte. Sir always has ideas, ever ready to learn something new and innovative. I now request Sir to give the vote of thanks.
Good morning everyone. So it's an honor and privilege for me to deliver the vote of thanks for this innovative method of workshop for 2 days. And it is one of the South India's first workshop which we are conducting under the only one resource person in India, Dr. Durga Pratap sir. I would like to thank Nitte Deemed University for the support in organizing the event. I would like to thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor for accepting our invitation. Sir is very busy, but still in spite of that, Sir has come and Sir has given. Sir, we'll work surely on the core competencies and we'll get the competitive advantage, sir. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank our beloved Principal, Professor Dr. Danish Kumar KU, sir. And since when I approached the event, Sir told, okay, go ahead, and Sir has done many inputs. Thank you so much, sir. Without you, it wouldn't have happened. Thank you, sir. I would like to extend my deep gratitude to our chief guest, Dr. Jim Daniel, sir. And we have spoken to Sir, and Sir is a very busy clinician. In spite of that, he has agreed our invitation and he has come for the event, sir. Thank you so much. I would like to request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. M.S. Murthy, sir, to give a token of appreciation to Dr. Jim Daniel, sir. Thank you, sir. We have been so much successful. So I would like to thank Dr. Durga Prathapan, sir. So from 6 months we are following Sir, and he was very busy in Japan, Thailand and everywhere. So we couldn't get the time, and ultimately we found out time and we have taken it. And thank you Durga Prathapan, sir, from flying all the way from Chandigarh and giving his knowledge here. I would like our Professor Dr. Murthy, sir, our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Danish sir, as well as Jim Daniel, sir, to felicitate and give a token of appreciation. As well as non-teaching faculty, without them the event wouldn't have been possible. I would like to extend my deep thanks to Professor Dr. Rakesh Kumar Kovela, sir, Rakesh Krishna Kovela, sir, and as well as Ms. Nitte Narshia. They have helped me in organizing all the stage and everything. Thank you so much, sir.
Abbakka